Hey, coming up right now, be careful who you flip off because they actually could be the ones stepping in to save your life.
Also coming up, a plastic surgeon continues his work despite being suspended. Why he's blaming a competitor.
A little bit later on, fans of the Bear show up for a look-alike contest. We'll see if they actually look like them.
Daily Flash starts right now.
Get ready for trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash with your host, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. The fun starts right now. This is Daily Flash.
Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I am Mitch English. We are welcoming you to our little show. The kids like to call it Daily Flash.
What do they say? Today's trends, tomorrow's talk?
That's exactly what it is. Well, you're right on the money. You know something I realized? We got a whole cast and crew here. We got right here to my right is, help me with the names.
Huh? Matthew Doolittle.
Matthew Irvin Doolittle.
Yeah, great.
Matt
Doolittle.
Doolittle.
So you can find me more.
Matt Doolittle.
Matt Doolittle.
Here.
Yeah, here.
James Alexander.
Aloysius is here.
Aloysius is here. And of course, you got us, and we got our great crew here as well. So always happy to have
Will,
you.
Nick, thank you. They're all here and accounted for.
They have names?
Yes,
I
they
never
do.
realized
I
that.
know.
I'm sorry, are we keeping you from something?
Is there a horse appointment?
Can we get this show going now?
I just got a notification from FedEx.
I can tell you. So when I was dating, after I got divorced, I started dating. I would get those messages all the time, and and I would look, and they would think, "Well, you got to go somewhere like that all the time."
I know,
and
that
I know
was so rude.
it's a text message, you see, and so anyway.
What's terrifying is it's an automatic reaction. I don't even think about it anymore, and that's terrible,
It
isn't
vibrates, and you want to see what it's going on.
Golly.
Anyway, we got a great show lined
We
up for you
do.
today.
All right, this is a fun topic. Favorite holiday movie? Your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, right. It's National Lampoon's Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
I can watch the one scene where he goes, "Are you serious, Clark?" And to even think about it makes me laugh. Any time of the year, that scene makes me laugh so much. So to me, that's what it is.
Christmas.
Mine is the same, but it's when he cuts off the banister post with the chainsaw. Fix the
yeah.
banister.
Yeah.
Fix the banister post.
Okay, so
he
how about
loses
you
it.
guys? Favorite Christmas?
What's the movie where he says, "You're gonna shoot your eye out, kid"?
That's
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Yeah.
Story, okay?
Apparently, a huge favorite of his.
Die Hard.
Silent Night. Who gets killed in yours, Nick? What holiday does somebody get murdered?
I know, right? Exactly.
Santa is the killer.
Yes,
Will, do you have one?
Do you have a favorite Christmas?
Die
Die
Hard.
Hard.
Good man.
Die
Yes,
Hard,
it is a
yes.
Christmas movie.
Brayden?
And then Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Gremlins was on
What
the
about you,
list.
Jackson?
I love Elf.
Elf
is
and I
nice,
do
yeah.
love Home Alone.
Home Alone, the first one,
first
I
one.
think.
Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Bad Santa's
Bad
a must.
Santa's
Oh,
true.
Can I
yeah.
say something about Home
Yeah,
Alone?
go
What
for it.
horrible parents they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst parents in the world. And how do you, listen, I have 4 kids.
Yeah.
I know stuff happens, but how do you get on a plane and then not
That
know?
your child is not with you.
You know, there's a theory you blame the uncle because you can see him throwing away his ticket. There's a whole conspiracy theory about that uncle that's the jerk in the
Do
beginning.
a preview or a, what do you call it?
Preview review on it.
That little thing with yellow in the picture in the back. What's it called?
Doing it.
Doing it.
You know what's crazy is there was a story recently about a woman who told her son it was okay to walk home, and I think he was walking home by himself. He was like probably 8, 9, or 10 years old. She's been thrown in jail because she allowed her kid to walk home alone. And I think about Home Alone, the movie,
That's
and
the
this kid was by himself for like a week?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's very resourceful and that
Yes.
sort of thing.
And he murdered 2 guys.
Yeah.
And he was, yes, that's
So
true.
keep that in mind. And thank you, Will, for saying about
Yes.
Die Hard.
Die
Because,
Hard.
yes, it is a Christmas
It is
movie.
100% a Christmas
I
movie.
agree.
So is Trading Places, by the way.
Yes.
What a great
That's a good
God,
one.
that
Oh,
movie
yeah.
is classic.
And a New Year's
I love
movie.
that one.
We want to know
Yeah.
yours. How about that? Drop us an email,
Yes.
flash@dailyflashshow.com. If you want to make it easier, just go to our website, dailyflashshow.com. You hit the call-out section. It'll drop us
Yeah, sound off.
Thank you. And I have a problem with names today, apparently. Anyway, it'll drop us an email. We'd love to share it on the air.
Andrea, Mitch.
Huh?
Mitch.
Where am I? I need some of my magic juice. All right, I tell you what, let's go up to New York. NYPD officers saved the life of a man who threatened to jump from the Brooklyn Bridge after he flipped them off.
How about that?
Officers arrived at scene. They began to talk with the man who told them that he wanted to take his own life. Photos show the man hanging from underneath the bridge by his hands. He also walked along the beam and crouched down and surveyed the crowd that they had gathered below. Officers actually made their move, were able to get him down safely. The standoff lasted about an hour. And, we hear about stories that actually bridges, especially. Yeah. But, the police officers, they didn't know that day they're going to have to go in and save someone's life, And I think we don't ever hear that much about police officers and the respect that's not given to them for them doing their jobs. And, there's always the ones that get all the attention. But, here's a guy, flips him off, probably said other crazy things to him, and they say, you know what, I'm still going to help you.
They still have that public duty to protect and serve.
So that's a good ending, at least.
Definitely. A plastic surgeon dubbed the nose maestro by the French press has been suspended after some patients claimed he destroyed their faces. The 58-year-old doc was suspended for 2 years after a number of patients filed complaints. Despite the suspension, the doctor has continued to practice. The surgeon maintains his innocence and claims his patients were pressured to file false claims against him by a rival surgeon. Authorities say that he's been allowed to practice ahead of his trial. If found guilty, though, he could face a 2-year prison sentence.
And if you're a doctor and you went a lot of school for this and you want to, do rhinoplasty and everything, and they call you, if coffee machines call you a nose maestro, that's not what you mean by French press.
No.
I'm so sorry. I got mixed up on that.
No, that's a different French press.
Just edit all
different
that out.
Story, Mitch.
Here's what I think. Should there be laws on saying, way too much plastic surgery? Because, there's sometimes it's like, is this really necessary? And I guess a lot of them say as well, if I don't do it, somebody else will. I'd rather I have the expertise. At least I know what I'm doing.
That's the argument. But then should you really be taking that on yourself? Like, do you want that kind of work going around town saying, well, he did this to my face? Well, you want that to represent you?
100%, yeah. And it's they say it's very addicting, plastic surgery and that sort of thing. It's interesting to see that. Of course, it's in France that happened. I don't think that would ever anything like that happen here in the United States, but who knows?
No, but for him to say a rival surgeon is pressuring clients to file false claims against him is pretty out there. I mean, if that's the case, that's pretty damning.
Yeah, defamation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he can go after him saying lost money and that sort of thing.
Of course.
So, wow, let's see about that. A 37-year-old therapist recently won a lookalike contest, all in the honor of the hit show The Bear. Now, the winners, they scored $50 and a pack of Marlboro Reds just for looking like Jeremy Allen White. Most of the contestants actually dressed up in the typical chef's kitchen garb. There's some winners there. The winner said that people used to tell him that he looked just like White when he on the show when he was on Shameless was really, really popular. Not surprised though, Willy Wonka guy, Gene, what's his name? Who played Willy Wonka? He looks just
Gene
like
Hackman.
him.
Gene Wilder.
If he was still around,
yes.
I mean, he could have.
He does look a little bit like Gene Wilder. Yes.
I've always thought that was his son for the longest time.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because he looks just like him.
Wow.
Now, of course, not this guy, but the actual actor there.
Jeremy Allen White character.
I love.
You ever get told you look like somebody?
Well, I always said you remind me of Burt Reynolds when I throw your hat on.
Burt Reynolds, or I get the Ron Livingston, the guy from Office Space.
Yeah, you do.
I used to get that all the time. They would call me Peter at the local Firehouse Subs.
Sweet Baby gets LL Cool J all the time. I know that. Or you used to.
Ladies
I
love
used to, but ladies
Cool
still love Cool
James.
James.
What about that? Did you ever get
No,
looked
not
like?
really.
I would get when I was fat. I was Chris Farley, but every fat guy that was trying to be funny got Chris Farley, which I thought was an honor.
Of course.
I think you're a better Jack Black.
I'm a better Jack Black.
Better Jack
right.
Black.
I'm not as musically inclined.
All right. How about our camera guys?
Camera guys.
Nick?
When I had the beard, it was stand-up comedian Tom Segura.
Tom Segura.
yeah,
I can see that.
He shaved it. He just shaved it too. So
With the
now I see
beard,
it.
I could see the beard. Will?
Well, do you have any doppelgangers?
No.
What
Okay.
about
Charlie
Brady?
Manson.
Right.
I've been mistaken for Bo Burnham at
Bo Burnham. He's a comedian, right? Bo Burnham. Yeah.
Bo Burnham, yeah.
You seem really excited about looking like Bo Burnham. Yeah.
It's actually annoying.
Oh, it is annoying.
You get a free drink?
James reminds me of every guy at the bar that tells me he's 6 feet.
What?
Oh, when I was younger, it was the kid from Goonies, and he was like Rudy. And
Oh,
Lord of the Rings,
Sean Michael Astin.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
That's when I was younger.
Sean Michael Astin.
I
Okay,
can
did
kind
you-
of see. Now I get Bo
Burnham?
Burnham.
Oh, I can see
Yeah,
Bo Burnham.
okay,
Yeah.
no.
All right.
Now your new name is Bo Burnham.
Yo, Bo.
And why not take advantage? If you look like somebody, take advantage of. There's this guy, and I know Matt has seen it, that looks just like Robert Downey Jr. to where he's doing videos on there all the time.
Yeah,
he looks just
spot
like
on,
Iron Man. And why not make a living out of it?
Well, they have that impersonators convention that comes to town once a year, and I always think that's a little odd.
But don't you feel, at some point, do you feel like a fraud because you're
have to.
your own person, but you're trying to make money off of looking like somebody else?
Stolen valor
What's your
of Iron
talent?
Man.
Living. That's it. That's all I can. Because I look like somebody else.
It's the guy that does it for Drake.
Yes.
We got more Flash coming up. We're going to be talking about financial advice for teenagers. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk, right here on Daily. Welcome back to Daily Flash and today's parenthood. Parents, if you got teens at home like I do, you're going to want to hear this. It's never too early to teach your kids about finance and help them develop success skills in life. Our next guest, Derrek Kinney, is an author and financial advisor. He joins us now to share some advice from his free online program. It's called Simple Teen Success. Derrek, welcome to Daily Flash.
Thank you, Mitch. Great to be with you.
We're happy to have you here because this is pretty important stuff. We say teens. About what age is what we're about to talk about, the age group? Are we talking just teens, or can we go preteen or tween as well?
We can go all of it, Mitch. Matter of fact, we could probably go many adults out there who want to communicate better, but think about 13 to 18 when your son or daughter goes into high school. Typically, it's the most concerning years, the most frustrating years, but also the years where your teen can be trained to be independent for life.
It's interesting that you say that because, they are learning so much, and this is the basis, the bedrock, if you will, of how they're going to, really, if you think about it, live their life. So finance is such a huge thing. You have 5 easy tips here, and we're going to go through them. Your first one is saying, hey, just correlate. Have a meeting, parent meeting. Explain what should go on during that.
Well, when you invite opportunity, you invite responsibility. And the key here is most parents' biggest worry is, what is my teen doing and how can I be a part of it? No teen ever really communicates with their parents. Right. So if you want to stand out, and you've got to realize as a teen, all your opportunities as a teen go through your parents and other adults. They are the ticket to your opportunity. So what you want to do is say to your mom or dad, say, look, could we meet for 20 minutes on Saturday morning? I want to review next week with you so that you know what's going on. First of all, your parents may have heart palpitations because they've never heard a teen say that. But what that does is it enrolls them in what you're doing and automatically endears them to you. But the next big thing to jump ahead here is then to ask the question, hey, of all the things this week you want me to do around the house, what's the number one chore that you want me to make sure that I get done to help the family? You do those 2 things, Mitch, you're going to be a teen in the top 1%. And then when it comes to asking for the later curfew or maybe spend time with more friends, your parents look more kindly because you have shown responsibility.
And showed leadership skills too. I mean, just hearing that. And my 13-year-old comes up to me and does that. I go, dude, whatever you want. Look, all right, you got a plan. We're going to work together. I love that. Your next tip is to say hi to everyone. What do you mean by that?
Well, the biggest knock on teens is they don't like to talk to adults. They're glued to their phone. They never look up. And the reason why is because they don't know what to do. No one has told them the simple playbook of what to do. But again, keeping in mind for teens, adults and your parents are the ticket to opportunities. Simply look up, give a casual nod, and just say, hey, great to see you. How are you? Hi. And the moment you do that, you make eye contact, you endear that relationship. And the way to do this for teens is every morning with your teachers and your principal, simply say, well, hi, Mrs. Smith, it is great to see you. Well, hi, Mr. Jones, it is so nice to see you. Simple words like that. Every adult you do, the friends, parents that you are around all the time, simply saying that makes you stand out and makes you endear them to them, which opens up doors for opportunities.
Man, that makes so much sense. Your next tip is, well, just start investing. But at a age of like 12, 13, they can do that?
Oh, they can. And what they can do is typically it's going to be a joint account with a parent. But the biggest thing here, Mitch, is to get your kids interested in money. And what I would tell people is when I talk to groups around the country, I ask the teens this: hey, what is the brand of shoes you're wearing right now that you like? What is the type of shirt or the phone or anything else that you really enjoy using? What is the name of that product? And people shout out Samsung, Apple, Adidas, Nike, whatever it is. And I say to them, do you think that if you like that, other teens all around the world like that brand as well? And they say, well, yeah, well, that would be the first stock for you to buy. Take $50 and buy that stock. That way now you're wearing your Nike shoes, you've got your Dunks on, and now you're buying the stock. So now you feel like you own it and you're part of it. So it's a way to make investing interesting, which keeps people going.
And quickly, we're almost out of time, but being ready to discuss your plan. Can you summate that really quickly for me?
Super, super quick. So many teens get asked, so what are you doing with your life? What's next for you? And so many teens sound indecisive. Say these words, just simply say to the adult, here's my plan I'm working on. Doesn't even matter what your plan is. Simply say, well, here's my plan.
Love it.
You automatically sound more decisive and convincing.
All righty. Thank you so much, Derrek, for joining us. Now, listen, you want to watch this video again with your teen, go to our website or just check out simpleteensuccess.com.
Many families are gearing up for crowded airports, packed highways, and long delays during the peak holiday travel season. Here's travel expert Lisa Niver with some great advice.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to talk to you about tips to have a happy and healthy holiday season. So Welch's Fruit Snacks did a survey and found that 6 out of 10 parents' biggest concern during the holidays is the stress of traveling, especially with children. And one thing that can really make a difference is to have a snack that you feel good about. So Welch's Fruit Snacks are made with real fruit, so you can eat them. They're so easy to bring with you. You can toss them in your backpack or your bag, and they don't need to be refrigerated. They're crumb-free, they're mess-free. And Welch's Fruit Snacks is trying something new this year, which is Fruit Side Assistance. So you can follow them on social media and find out where you can meet them to get their special kit that has, of course, Welch's Fruit Snacks, a cozy blanket, a phone charger, a coloring book. They're going to be in between Los Angeles and San Francisco, New York and Boston, and Chicago and St. Louis. So you can meet up with them to make sure that you have all the snacks that you need and feel good about that while you're traveling. Of course, we need to know where we're going, how to get there, where's the bathroom, but one of the most important things is to hydrate and have great snacks. So if you want to find out more, you can check out all the information at welchesfruitsnacks.com.
Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Andrea Jackson along with Mitch English and Matt Doolittle. Man's best friend has some expensive taste. Well, Louis Vuitton is giving dogs a taste of luxury with its latest $60,000 doghouse.
Oh my gosh.
Pharrell Williams, who is working with LV, has transformed a piece of luggage into what he is calling a kennel trunk. It's not the ordinary kennel many dog owners would expect. Customers can get their paws on the high-end doghouse and other items in store or by contacting Louis Vuitton's customer service.
All right. Now, I normally would probably not ever see this as a great idea, but Louis Vuitton actually started off as a luggage company.
Yeah.
People forget about that.
Exactly.
And some of the luggage that they made back in the 1800s is still around and still can be used. I doubt if people would do it, but they do last for a long time. Who would pay $60,000? But if you have all the money in the world and you want your dog who doesn't care, by the way, does not care. It's more about you hauling your dog around in it.
My luck is you would buy that for 60 grand and the dog would spend more time in a cardboard box.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I just spent $60,000.
Or you wind up chewing it up altogether. So keep that. You have to have a dog that's very, very tame. I would imagine.
Or very, very bougie.
Or bougie, one or the other, right. Okay, this is kind of cool. Britain's government has issued an official passport for the fictional character Paddington Bear, all after a request made from the makers of the movie. One of the producers asked for a replica passport that it could be featured in the new flick. The document bears Paddington's photo as well as his June 25th birthday and lists his birth location as Peru. Filmmakers were surprised at the sense of the humor of the UK passport office. under official observation. They just listed him as bear. I guess if you're a male, female, bear, he's just a bear. And I remember reading that growing up. I remember, like, I had to be, what, 4th grade or something like that, and the whole story behind it. And if you're not familiar, of course, he's in a train station, and he goes and travels the world.
It's a terrific movie.
It is.
If you haven't seen the movie, it is really,
Oh, the movie.
the
Okay. I know the
movie's
book's
really good. The movie's phenomenal. Like, I was not expecting to like it as much as I did when I watched it. I was completely blown away.
Kids these days are very fortunate to have movies because the Paddington Bear movie, when I was in 4th grade, was and Paddington made it to the train station.
That was the
Remember
movie,
that? And they
the
would hold
movie
the book
picture.
up.
Yes.
And it'd be Paddington Bear, it would just be a picture. Because the teacher would go back.
Now you have Hugh Grant in,
Very
starring
nice,
in the Paddington Bear movies. A 134-year-old talking doll invented by Thomas Edison is making headlines once again. The National Park Service posted about one of Thomas Edison's earliest inventions. He created a talking doll, believe it or not, back in 1890 after he invented the phonograph. Well, a mini phonograph was placed inside the doll's body, and it played 20-second recordings.
Oh, wow.
The doll made history, and the woman who recorded the voices was likely the first ever paid recording artist. The dolls sold for about $10 and were considered expensive at the time. However, they were taken off the market after only a couple of months because they kept breaking down.
That would be freaky if you think about being back
Right?
in that time and seeing a doll kind of talking, and obviously $10 was a lot of money for that, but for it to kind of last around. Now, I would love to know who Edison ripped that off of, because he's that guy, man. Everybody thinks he ripped off so many people, and he gave the light bulb, and we could have direct current because of Tesla. But don't get me started on Edison and his bulbs. Another thing, just they have Edison bulbs that he made. They can last forever.
For a lifetime.
But they're like, but then we sell one and that's it. So light bulbs are supposed to go out. So.
Didn't Edison like kill an elephant?
Yes, so he was trying to demonstrate. You never heard about this?
No.
So Brady had said, didn't he kill an elephant? So what he would do up against Tesla, it was AC versus DC, and it was like one of the World's Fair. So Edison would go through town and goes, well, look, this is what happens if you use Tesla's current, and it would shock an elephant and to kill him. And said, you can't have this running through your house. And of course, there was a whole big deal with the cities, when they were developing all the electric grids. So keep that in mind. I wish somebody would do more of a movie of the real Edison story.
why they
and the
don't.
patent off. I don't know. I think we want to leave history the way it is.
We might get into trouble talking about it.
That is true. We
the
might
Edison
not
folks?
be available for work tomorrow morning. We
Or
may just
equipment
disappear.
might stop working
Yeah,
altogether.
true.
Who knows? A collection of Keith Haring's subway drawings are going up for auction. The opening bid, get this, could start at $10 million.
Wow.
There's 31 pieces of subway art, and it's called the Warsh Collection, and it's going to be on display at Sotheby's. The auction house will recreate an old subway station to help potential buyers see them actually in their original environment. Check this out. You remember this guy back in the 80s. He was real big. The owner of the collection says that he hopes that whoever buys this art will continue to make them available to museums so that they could be shared with the public. I remember when they first came out, they were on T-shirts and stuff, and then there was a lot of rip-off. Swatches, there you go. Yeah, on swatches. And they were really big at the time. And so easy to make for the most part of what it is just an outline, but that's what it was. It just caught on.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. In Los Angeles, they used to have what was called the art parking garage.
Okay.
And whoever had this art collection, and it was all of the great masters, and I'm assuming they were replicas, but they put them up in this parking garage, and we would go there all the time because you could do the different rounds in the parking. And it was this random parking garage off of Wilshire, and it was the coolest thing ever.
And it's a parking garage too. So
and I
somebody
know
wouldn't
they
think
had
to see it.
and they had a Keith Haring in there too. I remember that, or a Keith Haring lookalike.
We've got more trending today's talk and trending tomorrow's. How about this? Today's trends and tomorrow's talk. I'll get it right eventually. I wrote it. You remember the little script on it.
This is Daily Flash with your hosts, Andrea Jackson and Mitch English. Trending news and entertainment. This is Daily Flash.
Hello, everyone. I am Mitch English.
Hello. I'm Andrea Jackson. This is Daily Flash, your source for trending news and entertainment.
We are so glad to have you here. I found out that on the rise are the cases of hemorrhoids. Have you heard about this? Listen,
On the rise.
when I played baseball, I played left field very, very well. But anyway, no, so this doctor, the reason I'm bringing this up, this doctor, it's actually trending now. His name's Dr. Joe, and he's got...
Is it really?
He's a
Dr.
real
Joe?
doctor, Dr.
Okay.
Joe. And anyway, he goes online and he talks about, health
Is he
and
a
that sort of thing.
TikTok doc?
He's a TikTok doc and very popular. 35 million views of this one video about we are sitting on the toilet too long. And it's causing hemorrhoids. And why do you think we're on the toilet long?
Yep, phones.
100%.
Doom scrolling.
And men are coming in now with hemorrhoids. More and more cases of hemorrhoids are coming up. That sort of. Listen, I'm just going to face the fact. I'm going to lay it out there for you. That is our private time. When you're a dad, help me out here, James.
Yeah,
when you
that's
become a
true.
dad, that is your private time.
All right.
That is the time you just want to be left alone.
Okay.
And that is your sanctuary.
It's your
They still
kingdom.
walk in.
And they still walk in. Yes,
still
thank
walk
you.
in.
Or bang on the door.
It's your office.
Yeah.
My cat does it,
I
and I,
don't
think
like
it's weird.
talking. I don't like. I don't like anything else. There's a sign in our bathroom here that says "No eating."
No food in the trash can.
People sit on the
like-
toilet and eat.
Oh, okay. I kid you not. I walked into the women's restroom here yesterday. It smelled like a Chinese restaurant. What is happening here? So someone is clearly
They took
eating.
somebody
There's like
ordered the
3
number
women
2.
that work here.
Come on, you walked into that one. What'd you say, Matt?
You're right. Exactly. Let me ask you this though.
Okay.
How long is your office visit?
That's a good.
Yeah.
I would say I've never timed it out, but I would say a good 5-10 minutes on average.
It's a good
I've been
commercial
in there
break.
much longer before.
It's a good commercial
Is
break
it
for the
like
radio.
but 10 to 20? Is it 10 to 20?
I don't
5
think
to
I've ever been there
10?
that
Oh,
long.
20, no. Your legs will
In
go,
the
your legs will
bathroom?
go
For
numb.
20 minutes, like
An hour?
An hour?
Yeah.
No.
An hour.
no hour.
What? Yeah, I've been in the bathroom for an hour.
Well,
you
here's
got
a-
you got to go S.
All right, okay.
There you go. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of you get it. Some of you don't.
I don't get that. I just think you're a big guy. I can see why it might take an hour.
Yeah, right.
You need to lay off the pork as well.
You need Metamucil.
But if you're sitting on the toilet, but you're sort of exposed to the elements, like how would you be getting hemorrhoids from that?
Well, because the pressure of you sitting
Oh,
down
okay,
on that,
okay, I got
always,
ya.
it's just much like
Just the
okay,
weight coming down of.
So imagine there's a ring, and then things get lifted and
Yes.
moved around. I never thought I'd be on national television talking about the process. But
Yes.
when a man,
When a man loves a
when a
woman.
man loves a woman very much.
When a man is stressed by a woman,
But
it's
then
escape.
they're also saying, obviously, too, drinking your water, getting constipated also
Yeah.
can do that sort of thing. So saying, get off the toilet. He lamented on how long people should be on there. Do your business, get in and out, no one gets hurt.
But then you're going to go sit on the couch for
And
another
then go sit on the couch.
3 hours
Yes.
while you doom scroll.
I just say we put a toilet in the
watch.
couch. Make it easier, right?
Hey, you know what?
They're-
I'm surprised someone has not thought of that.
Well, they have, but they go, look, well, this crap on TV is all the crap I need. I don't need any more in the living room.
All right, New York PD. They saved the life of a man who threatened to jump from the Brooklyn Bridge after flipping them off. When officers arrived on the scene, they began to talk with the man who told them he wanted to take his own life. Photos show the man hanging from underneath the bridge by his hands. He also walked along a beam, crouched down to survey the crowd that had gathered below. Officers made their move. They were able to get him down safely. The standoff lasted for about an hour.
Wow, it's a long time. Hopefully, he wasn't hanging that long. But the good news is it ended in a good. He didn't fall off the bridge or whatever.
Yeah.
But it goes to say a lot about our police officers that
Yes.
they're there to serve, protect, and save.
It's a
And-
thankless job, I
it
think,
really
for the
is.
most part.
And if you think of New York City, where they probably don't get a lot of thanks or whatever, that's this kind of stuff. I think we just want to show off so that people know.
Yeah, and with regard to the news business, rarely do they talk about suicides because they don't want to encourage that kind of story. So that's why we don't hear about
Indeed.
these kinds of stories. Maybe
Makes
as
complete
much.
sense,
Yeah,
though, right?
of course.
All right, we got more Flash coming up right around the corner. Today's trends, tomorrow's talk. No more toilet talk.
Don't watch us on the toilet.
Don't watch us. Just change it if you're on the toilet right now.
If you live it, love it, or buy it, we talk about it on Life Love Shopping. Okay, we're going to start with this. Let's jump right in with a warning for anyone who loves to pop pimples. Dermatologist Dr. Mark explains why you should never pop a pimple in the area he calls the triangle of death.
Where art thou? Why not?
As a board certified dermatologist, this is why you should never pop a pimple on the nose. Popping pimples in the center part of the face, aka the triangle of death, can be particularly dangerous. This area of the face, from the bridge of the nose down down to the corners of the mouth, have veins that connect directly to the brain via a blood vessel called the cavernous sinus. And so when you traumatize the skin in this area or pop a pimple, you are potentially introducing a nidus of infection into the bloodstream that can also travel directly to the brain. This can lead to infection and even death. Is it incredibly rare for this to happen? Yeah, but I still leave my pimples on my nose alone.
Experts say extractions are best left to the experts. Dr. Mark has nearly 4 million views on his pimple popping video. Let's turn our attention to a few hot fall fashion trends. Here's stylist Ellie Joss with her top pick.
Fall accessories trends part 1. Belts are an absolute must this season, worn over a sweater or a blazer to get that cinched waist that we're seeing everywhere this fall. Extra points if you use a belt to accentuate a matching broad shoulder jacket and short set like this.
Ellie says don't be afraid to go for something bold. You can also try the double belted look. Anything large with a distinct buckle will definitely be a standout, and no need to match your belt with your handbag. Mix it up and try something new. Ellie also has another top trend for fall, and ladies, we might be able to borrow this one from our boyfriends.
Fall accessory trends part 2. The other thing you're going to want to get or steal from your boyfriend's closet are ties. It's corporate core all the way this season. It's bringing me back to these old Bella Hadid looks. I mean, I am a fan of women wearing ties with a nice power blazer. I just ordered this from Prada. By the way, which of you girlies actually know how to tie a tie? Because I don't, and I might need your help with that.
The necktie trend is on point. Fashionistas are thanking the hit Netflix show Emily in Paris for this one. We're also seeing those ties paired with sleek fitted suits. Think Victoria Beckham or Selma Blair. If you don't know how to tie a tie, hit the socials for a quick tutorial. Did you know you could buy a house on Amazon? Nathan Graham, who hosts a YouTube page called Unspeakable, did the unthinkable and ordered one.
You can buy anything on Amazon, but did you know that you could buy a house?
And the house just arrived. Let it fall. Oh, freaking way. Yo, it's legit.
Graham purchased the ready-made home for $39,000. The house was complete with windows, doors, and a full bathroom. However, it did not come with instructions. When he tried to hook up a fridge, he discovered the 19 by 20 prefab house had no outlets. Nathan said he didn't read the description before hitting buy now. It does state, though, an electrician is required if you want to have power within the unit. Do you own any vintage band t-shirts? Experts say some could be worth more than $2,000. The most valuable concert tees date from the late 1980s to the early 2000s. Experts say there are at least 2 layers to the value of any concert tee: the material it's made out of and the current condition. Also, how many are in circulation. The second factor when it comes to the value of any concert tee is the hype around the band. A Grateful Dead t-shirt featuring a panther valued at $2,700. A Nirvana in Utero concert tee selling for $2,000, and a Metallica tee listed for $1,250 from their Load tour. Check those drawers. You might have some extra spending cash for Christmas if you're willing to part with one of those rock and roll memories. For more information on any of these stories, please head to our website, llsshow.com. Once you're there, you can check out previous episodes and get more details on our life, love, shopping topics. And don't forget, follow us on the socials. @LLS is our handle. Stay with us. More coming up right after this.
Hey, welcome back. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's time to tech the halls. We got digital lifestyle expert, our buddy Mario Armstrong. He joins us now with a list of his must-have gifts and gadgets. Hey there, Mario.
Hey, it's super excited to be here. Thanks for having me on the Daily Flash. And yes, I've partnered up with some awesome brands to help you tech out your holidays. I'm going to start first with the outdoor enthusiast in your life, the Amazfit T-Rex 3 GPS smartwatch. I'm wearing it right now. This is a must-have. It's built rugged to handle extreme conditions. It's waterproof up to 328 feet, tracks your workouts, displays GPS maps, offers offline turn-by-turn directions, and has over 3 weeks of battery life on this. Plus the large screen, it's easy to read in sunlight, and night mode is perfect for low light conditions, and it's compatible with Apple and Android phones. It's on sale right now for $234.99. Great price. Another great gift is a portable power station, the Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. This is compact, lightweight, and ideal for camping, RVs, traveling, or emergency situations. It charges in just 1.3 hours. It's quiet, eco-friendly, safely operates in extreme temperatures, and has a 10-year lifespan. It features multiple ports to keep all of your devices powered up. I'm talking from phones to refrigerators. You're always prepared, whether you're outdoors or dealing with a power outage. Just use code Mario230 on Amazon to get a great deal on that. Now, for the tech lovers, the ROG Ally X. It's the ultimate handheld gaming device. This thing combines a gaming console and portable PC with a 7-inch HD screen for on-the-go gaming. It's got a long-lasting battery, ergonomic design, proprietary cooling system, which means you can play it for hours. It's powered by Windows 11, and it offers access to programs like PowerPoint and Word, connects easily to a monitor or big screen TV, and it includes a 3-month Xbox Game Pass subscription for access to hundreds of PC games. And Microsoft's Black Friday deals are here and at the Microsoft Store. Now, shopping is really easy, flexible ways to pay, and 24/7 online support. But get this, right now, you can save up to $400 on select Surface Laptop 7 models. It offers the longest battery life on any Surface. It's lightweight, portable, available in 4 colors, comes in 2 display sizes, and free 2 to 3 day shipping, plus free returns through January 31st. Just visit Microsoft.com for all your holiday tech shopping. Now, for the gamers on your list, the Xbox Series S. This is the ultimate gift. It's their smallest console ever, and it packs incredible visuals, speed, and responsiveness. Starting December 2nd, you can get $50 off the 512 gigabyte model. And with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership, you'll have access to hundreds of games. From Minecraft to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, there's something for everyone. Plus, you can enjoy 4K streaming from Netflix, Disney, and more. Just visit Microsoft.com to check that out. And for more info on everything I covered, just go to inthenews.tv.
It's time to take a sneak peek at the new cars for 2025 and beyond. Here's Nick Miles with the very latest from the LA Auto Show. Hi, Nick.
The LA International Auto Show is the kickoff to auto show season, and here you'll see the new cars, trucks, and SUVs that will be arriving in driveways in the next few years. So the first is this, the new Hyundai's Ioniq 9. This is an all-electric 3-row SUVs with a new and modern design from Hyundai, but it's also packed with technology. About 335 miles on a single charge. This has the largest interior space in its class, large screens up front. It'll have a UVC holder up front, which will sterilize your phone. You can lie back in those seats. It has relaxing seats, USB ports in every single row, and a fingerprint reader as well. Hyundai also showing off their brand new Initium, which is their fuel concept for hydrogen vehicle. This not only shows what a hydrogen vehicle of the future could look like, but it also shows you what their new design cues will be. Check out this from Dodge, the new Charger Daytona. This vehicle, around $60,000, will come in gas and electric versions. It'll do 0 to 60 in the sub-4 second range, about 3.3 seconds, and the electric will have over 600 horsepower. Jeep's Wagoneer S will have a lease price starting at $599, an all-electric SUV that is capable of doing amazing off-road stuff like any Jeep should be able to, but it'll have large screens and beautiful accoutrements, including a nice Macintosh sound system on the inside. If you're looking for your family ride and your SUV to load your dogs up into and go to national parks, it's got to be a Subaru, right? The new Forester's here at the auto show. It's the 6th generation. On the outside, it looks sleek and very modern. On the inside, it's got large screens and tons of technology, including a lot of brand new features. Now, it has its eyesight system, which will actually tell you when the car in front of you pulls away. But this is LA. This is inspiration. Check out Project Midnight from Subaru. This is what you could take your WRX to look like. It's a race car that actually is modeled after the vehicle that they jumped with. This also shows you what you can do when you get a little passion into your cars on the road. Trucks are huge in North America, and Toyota is showing off their Tacoma, but this is a Tacoma with a twist. It comes in a hybrid starting around $48,000. It can tow more, it gets more horsepower, a large 14-inch screen on the inside, plus their Safety Sense 3.0, which is a top deal for everybody that wants safety and extra ground clearance. And also, check this out. If you have 5 dogs like me, you love the Toyota Grand Highlander. Now coming in a midnight edition. This will start around $47,000. Huge amount of legrooms, loads of technologies, and a good-looking package in hybrid or gas. At the LA International Auto Show, I'm Nick Miles.
All right, now we got a great gift idea for the little ones that's in your life.
This holiday season, give your kids the ultimate gift of play with new toys from Crayola's Scribble Scrubby Pets collection. Scribble Scrubby Pet Spray Boutique introduces a fashionable way for kids to customize their favorite pets with the new marker airbrush. Plus, new Paw Patrol Scribble Scrubby Pups welcome characters kids know and love, allowing them to scribble, scrub, and scribble again all holiday season. Paw Patrol Scribble Scrubby Pups available at Walmart, and additional sets can be found at retailers nationwide. For more, visit Crayola.com.
This next story puts the glam in glamour. An 80-year-old woman from a small African village has become an unlikely style icon, believe it or not. She's been photographed dressing up in her granddaughter's
Look
outfits.
at that hat.
Right? Wow. She now has 119,000 followers since posting the photos on Instagram. Very impressive.
She looks
She
good.
looks great.
Isn't that awesome? I love, listen, there becomes a time and age, you're like, open yourself up to trying things new
Yes.
because you realize, hey, I haven't done a lot of this kind of stuff. And like, all right, why not? And then to see that she found fame because her granddaughter actually wanted to do a photo shoot, but I love it.
She's gorgeous.
It's cool
Yeah,
stuff there.
I
like
think
that.
too, when like you were suggesting, you get to a point in your life and your age where you just don't care
Man,
anymore.
you really don't.
And you just want to love what you wear and wear what you love.
Comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
That's why people don't understand it until you get there. I totally appreciate what that she's doing, and why not let you do that, all right? We have got more Flash coming up here. By the way, our website always up and open and ready for you. All you have to do is just go to dailyflashshow.com. We got today's trends.
Tomorrow's top.
KSA Entertainment is dedicated to uplifting the communities we serve. Through KSA Cares, we're bringing awareness to the causes that matter most, supporting those who work tirelessly to make a difference. From honoring veterans to championing environmental responsibility, KSA Cares is committed to inspiring positive change. At KSA Entertainment, we're here for the stories that bring us closer. Innovate with us. We can make a difference.
Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English, along with Andrea Jackson, Matt Doolittle, and Matt Doolittle's stomach, who just made a...
I'm on a workout. So I'm on a workout kick. I go through these cycles where I'm on a workout kick.
Working out.
Yeah, and so I'm at the gym, and the lat pull down machine. You go to the gym all the
Oh,
time.
yeah,
I
I know what you've been talking about.
It's that thingy where you do this, right?
Yes. You do that
Okay,
thing.
so there's this couple there, and the girl gets on it, and she's got to reach up to get the bar. So her boyfriend comes over, and in front of the machine, straddles her in the front while she's this way. And pulls it down, and then she goes, "Oh, hold on." She's foreign, and she goes and gets her camera and has to go set it up. So while she's pulling it down, they're kissing. And then he gets up looking all like this, and everybody, all us normal gym rats are looking at him like, "What is wrong with you? You don't do that there."
I wish that they come out with a law, and this is why I don't go work out.
Yeah, is that it?
I don't work out.
See that?
It's they go, listen, we understand, and they say if you don't log your workout, you never really did work out.
Right, yeah.
But they make rules on that. Say, listen, do you want to see that? Nobody wants to see that. It's not cute, and you're just, why are you there in the gym? And then plus, now I'm waiting for you to get off this machine.
Yeah, like get off so I can go wipe it down from whatever you left. Yeah, they're only friends, I guess.
The only friends will actually get that. You forget the purpose, but I think more people go to the gym just so that they can make it look like they work out.
What's
all
gotten
the time.
worse is the people bringing in tripods now so they can set up their phone.
Yeah.
I've knocked one over on purpose a couple times.
How about banning the phones from the gym?
I would love that. Yeah.
That needs
Well,
to
they had
be
to put
done.
signs up in the bathrooms saying, no
No cell
pictures or anything back here.
That makes sense. So, I'm sorry, are we interrupting you guys? We're doing a little show here.
Are you about working out, carbs? Yeah. Like, oh, like,
Selfie sticks.
Selfie sticks,
Okay,
yeah.
so they either do that or they make a gym where every machine has like a selfie holder in
Yeah,
it.
if they're going to
One
do
or
that,
the
then make it a selfie gym. This is a regular corporate
Exactly.
company widespread gym deal.
I like that
And then
idea.
I would never go to that.
Exactly.
No, I don't
But
need to
people
go there.
that want to go,
Yeah.
they'll go. How about
Yeah.
that? All right, we will be back in just 23 short hours, so don't,
make sure it's a good leg day. We'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.